So you're struggling with a porn addiction. So this is another step-by-step guide and some motivation and different perspectives of how you should look at your addiction that you have towards this bad habit that could be stopping you from reaching levels in life that you could never imagine. Because this is actually a thing that so many men struggle with, that they're ashamed to admit to, or some of us don't even realize that we're stuck in this addiction. Because a lot of the times when you're so far gone, you don't even realize that you're that far gone. So this is genuine advice on how to see this addiction and how you can slowly take yourself out of this hole that you've dug yourself into. So how I've been about, I think, almost a year clean now off of this, and how I've got myself from doing it about almost every single day. I've gotten myself to the point where I don't even think about it anymore. And I used to be someone that used to do it every single day, and I managed to completely cut that BS out of my life. So I could say that I come from somebody that has been through it, and now I've completely conquered my mind, I could say. So your tip number one, or let me tell you this perspective, right? Do you think that your purpose on this world right now is to be doing such things, to be wasting your time doing this? So I want you to genuinely close your eyes right now and imagine from God's perspective what you look like, sitting there with your phone or your laptop and holding, and you go, like, just imagine how stupid you look, genuinely. Do you think you are proud of yourself? Imagining yourself from God's perspective, are you proud of what you're doing? Do you think God is proud of you? Because I'm pretty sure your purpose isn't to be doing those things. And if you truly want to feel shameful about your actions, I want you to put up your phone or another phone or something and just record yourself doing it, and you'll see how dumb you look, how these actions are just draining you. Like, it should be so mundane. I don't understand. Like, once you are out of it, and then you will reflect back to these actions when you're not addicted to it anymore, and you'll realize to yourself, what was I doing with my life? The reason why a lot of us are stuck with this addiction is because you do not have access to women. That's your issue. And the fact that you do not have access to women should be your motivator. That should tell you that you are not good enough. You have so much more to work on. You can work on your physique, you can work on your finance, you can work on your intelligence, you can work on your talking skills. There are so many things that you can build instead of just being some lazy ass person and sitting back and saying, I can't do this, I give up, and going back to the hub and just giving in your masculinity because you can't handle going through difficult times to build yourself into the man that will actually have access to women whenever he wants. Of course it's going to be difficult, because if it was this easy, everybody would do it. Because right now, there's only the top 10% of men that's having access to all the women in the world right now. And it's not that difficult to get in the top 10% because everybody else is distracted. Everybody's too stuck on TikTok, everybody's too stuck on social media, people stuck on the hub, people is so lazy just to work, put in a little bit of work to build themselves into something great, something that will get attention from people. Because you have to have something built behind you. You have to have something built so that you can get attention from people. You have to have some high value skill. You have to be giving value to the market to some degree. You can't be a nobody. The life for an average man is becoming more difficult as the day passes, and you should be so scared. How are you going to take care of your family one day? How are you going to be taking care of the people around you if you can't control your own mind? Are you really going to tell your grandkids one day, I could have been a multi-millionaire, but instead I chose to sit on the hub every day? So just take this into consideration. about how you look when you do it, how you are literally addicted to weakening yourself, addicted to making yourself a weaker man every single day. How are you addicted to that? And another thing, the reason why I'm trying to make you so shameful and feel so disgraceful for your actions is because this is how you actually motivate a man. This is how you force him to change his actions. So I want you to know that every single time you do it, you should feel disgraceful. You should feel shameful. And before you do the deed, I want you to reflect. Think to yourself, use your brain for once. Stop being so caught in the moment. Sit back and analyze. If I do this deed, I know once I've done it, I'm gonna regret it, because we all know that the after we've done it, that type of feeling, the regret you feel. Now why every time when you want to do it, you just do it and then you're gonna regret it? Are you not intelligent enough? So you practically telling me you are dumb. You can't actually analyze your own life, because you know that once you do it, you're gonna regret it. So every time you're about to do it, just take a second to realize that you are going to absolutely regret it. You are messing up your own life for your future self. So now let me actually give you 1 or 2 tips on how to get off it. So first of all, you have to find a hobby, something that's going to keep you busy. The reason why you always end up going back over and over and over is because you have too much free time in your hands. I don't go back to it because I genuinely don't have time. I'm trying so hard to build something for myself, because I use the fact that I never used to get women for my motivator, for me to go to gym every day, for me to build my finances, to build my relevance throughout my life. So you need to use this as a motivator, not for you to destroy yourself, to self-destruct. That's my tip number 1. Find something to invest in yourself. Start using your time to invest in yourself instead of self-destructing, slowly breaking yourself down. Then my tip number 2 is that if you are really that addicted, you need to start training yourself. You need to go, okay, if I do it every single day, let me at least take 1 day off. Okay, then I do it again. Then I take 2 days off. Then after the 2 days, then I go again. Then you progressively do it, because you are the person that controls your hands. You are in control of your hands. So you are telling me that your mind is too weak to control your own hands. You have no control of your own body. Your short-term impulse thoughts controls you. So those are the most important tips that I can give you. Genuinely try those out, and I want you to remember this perspective that I've told you, and I promise you'll feel so shameful about ever doing it ever again in your life. You'll never go back to it if you understand that how you look when you do it, how disgraceful you should feel about it, because God would never be proud of you doing such things. So I wish you the best of luck on your journey. I know it's going to be tough, but everything that is rewarding and that has a good outcome will always be difficult. So don't